the last time that you had come on Journey of a Joke, I remember when we were trying to find out, you were like, there's nothing I can tell. Just happened. I mean, I don't know what to say, but I like to come on it. But it's like such a modest approach at like, you're looking and I'm not. And I was rewatching the episode and I'm like, I was just like, your jokes are great. And then...
Yeah, you really encouraged me. Because I was like, what will I say? And
yeah,
like, just come and we will make you say stuff. We'll bring it out.
Yeah, and it came out so well. Like there are points, everything. Like even when we put up micro content on Instagram to see what you've said, what relates. So it did really well. So I was like, this person just is... at that point, I feel like you were like, I don't know. Though now...
I was
underconfident. But now... it's been a year or 2 years since we've done that Journey of a Joke. 2 years or so. We had spoken about Uber and how you went through it. Now it's such an interesting point in your career and also in the comedy space, especially for India, because you were able to do a lot of festivals. But there are the comics doing festivals. You also won the Best Newcomer at the Edinburgh Fringe in 2024 and then 2023. And then when I was hearing one of my favorite podcasts, which is called Science Versus, where they were doing an episode about the funniest joke. And of course, it's the entire journey of the podcast. Suddenly you're like, hello, this comedian, Urooj Ashfaq. I was like, like it was just like, and then you hear you once and I thought it's a cameo, but you keep coming back and then to hear your voice with like someone like a Tig Notaro in the same episode and having other comedians who are more consistent, I was just like, yo, Urooj, your confidence must be so different now.
I am now confident and sexy and I have Urooj 3.0, not even 2.0.
Not even, you upgraded.
I've upgraded 2 softwares at one go. No, actually, you are right. I definitely feel a lot more confident now. I feel a lot more fulfilled. I feel a lot less jealous of others because I feel like I've done something by myself. So it's really helpful, actually. It's been great.
Okay.
And I think I can talk about comedy confidently a little bit now.
Okay.
Like, when we were doing our briefing chat, we were discussing all the comedians we are going to discuss.
Correct.
Spoiler. But, we had so much fun talking about those genres and those types of comedy. Correct. That earlier I would be even more stressed while talking about it. Like, mujhe nahi pata. Now I'm like, it's okay, thoda to pata hoga na.
Correct.
Tum bol do.
It's the same thing, right? Knowing little or not knowing anything. Like for me, not knowing anything about the acts that you've seen at Edinburgh Fringe or at Melbourne Comedy Festival. I went in 2010.
Yes.
And I remember, I think it was a very interesting period in my career for myself and the comedy scene because I was in...
What was the comedy scene at that time? In 2010?
2009 is when I'd say a few rooms started opening up in Delhi.
1 year old Indian comedy scene was when you went to the Fringe.
Delhi, because I think Bombay might have 1 year before or after, I'm not sure. But like in Delhi, you had Neeti, Rajneesh, you had Mandava, you had Amit, you had Maheep, you had Zakir who had been there, you had Nishant Singh Tanwar. Everyone was just starting to do some mics. And I went and I was staying with my friend Martina and I saw Imran Yusuf live. I saw a lot of other comics and so many different forms of comedy. So 2010 itself, after August and September, I was doing my first ever comedy 1 hour live at Stein Auditorium, which Teamwork nicely put it up. But I remember when I was in Fringe, I got the confidence to open the show, not with a, hi guys, everybody, my name is, I did a full... let me entertain you background track was going. I changed the lyrics and I parodied with like doing it like yeah, which now when I look back I'm like could have been done slightly more classily, but it was liberating because I saw something liberating and I had no frame of reference of what stand-up comedy in India is. Cut to many years later, you have gone and you've seen a lot of artists and of course so have other comics, but because you have a list of them, I wanted to directly dive into does watching comedy which is so different give you the confidence to try new things, and does this city or does this scene can it take it away a little bit?
That's a good question. The thing is, it definitely gives you the confidence to try new things. It makes you feel confident about what comedy is, because if you already suspect that stand-up comedy is not just limited to being on stage, standing still and saying jokes, but you always suspect it, that, you know what, I'm sure we can do more, and it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not a hack and it's not weird. And maybe sometimes there is a sense of that in different rooms depending on which comic you are hanging out with, because sometimes people are very set in their ways about what they think comedy should be. But I will say now, because it's cut to 2024, abhi people are talking about it less, because now people are restricting each other a lot less. But when I joined the scene in 2016, if I had gone to Fringe then and I would have come back, I would have definitely felt restricted because of YouTube, because of so many different types of comics breaking out on YouTube. Whether it is a Delhi comic, whether it is a Bangalore comic, whether it is a girl, whether it is, I don't know, whether it is just somebody who identifies as a different, or sexual orientation, whatever. There's space for everybody. And like, there's still a lot more to do. It's not like, it's not some utopia. But like, now I think police करने के लिए भी you need a lot more energy, क्योंकि लोग इतने ज़्यादा हैं. तो अभी it's like population ज़्यादा हुई है और policemen of comedy कम हो गए हैं. तो I don't feel restricted now. Also, it really helps that they gave me an award there. So now when I come back and somebody tries to question me, I'm like, you shut up.
Tell me about that. Tell me about where all have you used the award. Like, hey, hold on. I think more than for others, you kind of like, I won an award. Suraj, shut the fuck up. You can ask the person to shut the fuck up. It's almost like a reminder कि एक है तेरे पास.
Yeah, I really feel good about it for myself. You're right. Obviously, I don't have to use it too much on other people unless it's like a joke. Once I was, I guess I've never really used it purposely, but I've reminded myself, it's fine, you know something.
Dude,
It's just you followed your instinct so far and it got you something and it'll be okay. And again, having said that, we should not think of any award as we should also take it seriously up to a certain point only. But if it's something you've gotten and you can use it to make yourself feel more confident, then that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But of course, like all types of people win all types of awards. So it's like, chill out about that also. Like, you don't have to be that excited. But you can be excited. You know what I'm saying?
No, of course I understand. Yeah. It's walking the fine line.
Yeah, between arrogance and confidence.
Yeah, oh wow, beautifully put. It is walking the fine line of arrogance and confidence.
It really helps if you're a already underconfident person. Then I feel like sort of levels the playing field for you a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. जो मुझे लगता है जो confidence already लोगों के पास naturally था, वो मुझे मिल गया. I'm telling you. I used this on stage. I was opening for Kanan and I dropped the mic stand when I was leaving. So then everyone was like, what? And I went back on stage to put it up and I was like, I have an award. And they're like, okay, but you dropped the mic stand. So I got him on.
It's like the only public time that you're like, I have an award, I'm better than this.
I know how to do that.